One of the most prevalent forms of entertainment about reptiles these days is on the internet, YouTube. So I'm going to tell you the top 5 YouTubers that I think are going to blow up in 2023, and I bet you didn't know they existed. My name's Adam, this is Diamond, you're watching Wickens Wicked Reptiles, stick around. Okay, so maybe you know they existed. It sounds good in a hook. I don't mean to be rude to these YouTubers, but these are the ones that I really think are going to blow up in 2023 for various reasons. Either they're on the rise now, or I think they will be, and I hope they all do. None of them know they're in this video, by the way, so surprise, invoices in the mail. I'm just kidding. Number 5. Troy Goldberg. Troy right now is at 39,000 subscribers, which is pretty impressive. That's a pretty impressive sized channel, and he's growing at about 400 subscribers a month right now. The reason that Troy Goldberg isn't more popular than he is because he doesn't upload enough. Troy makes the most cinematic videos about dart frogs. Now, I love dart frogs, and I think they're a great example of something to shoot if you want to look cinematic, because they're tiny little frogs, and they're in these enclosures that he builds, which are really, really big in comparison to how most people keep dart frogs. So when the shots are nice and tight with a macro lens, however he does it, it looks like they're in a jungle. It looks absolutely beautiful. He knows how to put the right background music behind it. His narration is not like, I wouldn't expect it to work so well just because it's a little dry. But I think that because of the way he shoots everything and the sense of humor coming from the dry perspective, I think that's what makes it so appealing. Also, he really knows his stuff. He's got amazing frogs. Some frogs I don't really see on anybody else's channel. Some of the plants, I mean, let's be honest here. The reason I have a grow tent with hundreds or maybe thousands of dollars worth of plants at this point is because of Troy. He's a real influencer. He influenced me to buy expensive plants because I watch his channel and I want everything that I have to look like what he has because it is so beautiful. He's got everything in a garage, by the way, in Ohio, so not the warmest place in the world. So it's probably not the easiest thing in the world to do what he does. And that 300-gallon enclosure that he has is a thing of beauty. I'm building something a little bit smaller right now that will be on the channel, and it's honestly, if I never watched the video, I wouldn't have done it. So I think I'm more influenced for the way that I care for my frogs by Troy than anybody else. Like, the only reason that the Tarantula Collective isn't on here is because this is a reptile list, although this is about amphibians. But I always say that Richard has the best cinematics for tarantulas. Well, Troy is right up there and has the cinematics like of a different style, but of the same quality, in my opinion, about frogs. So anyway, Troy, if you upload more, you'll definitely blow up. But even so, uploading every 6 months, I still think that your channel is going to boom. So anyway, let's move on to the next one. Number 4, Dan the Turtle Man. Now, I talked about Dan in a video pretty recently. Love this guy, had a great time hanging out with him. He does mostly turtle content, and most of it is about diamondback terrapins. I think that's his specialty. Now, Dan is, like, he said to me once, he's like, can you tell that I did improv? It's like, honestly, you should just be written on your forehead. Like, this guy, the way, he's just very funny. The way that he promotes turtle care and husbandry, there's always a little bit of humor behind it, which is how I like to do these videos sometimes. It really jives, and it makes them really watchable. Now, he really focuses on short-form content, or has been lately. Right now, he's at 150,000 subscribers, which is huge. That's a really big number. And he's growing at about 9,000 over the last 30 days, which is actually a decline over the last 30 days. 9,000 in a month is huge. If you grew at that rate, it's over 100,000 in a year, like math, right? I would say that it's likely that the short form content is really helping. People really love the short form, and the shorts that he's making are hilarious. I absolutely love them. I share them on my Instagram all the time. If you don't already follow me, please do. Really appreciate it. And follow Dan too, and Troy. Like, these guys have more than just YouTube going for them. But in general, what I really like about Dan recently is that he had no problem calling out this turtle torture crap that's going on. These channels that take turtles that are freshwater turtles, sliders, things like that, and they put them into an ocean after they've glued barnacles to them, and they pretend they're catching them, and they scrape the barnacles off as like a satisfaction. I think Dan was the first one to really tackle it. He went hard. I loved it. Like, it is difficult to do that, and it can hurt your reputation. But I think with Dan, it propped him up, and it really helped him, and it was a really great move. And it's a really great thing for the community, too. So I like to see that when people get a bump in audience for something that is really good to do. Because it's really easy to get bit by snakes and have all this sensationalism, but to do something that actually helps the hobby and then blow up from that, that is rare, and I love to see it for Dan. Number 3, my friend and yours, Reptiliadis. Now, I am a little bit biased because Dion is one of my closer friends in the hobby, as you can see. So when this video drops, we're probably in Madagascar right now. So if you follow the Instagram, like, you see a lot of us together. But truly and honestly, looking at the analytics, how things are going, I think he's kind of changed the way that he does certain content, promotes it through thumbnails and titles. I think that he's really hammering on the YouTube Shorts, which the algorithm is going to pick up. And if you see his Instagram, he's gained a lot of traction very quickly with Reels. He really knows how to put together short form content, and his long form content is awesome too. His presentation style, although very different than this, is something that I can't take my eyes from. It really holds your attention, and YouTube likes that too. So from an analytics perspective, or like analyzing his channel, it's pretty obvious to me why he's going to grow. But in a this is why I like this channel type of way, I just feel like he's got a really cool collection of animals. They're very diverse. I mean, who else do you know has croc skinks and Shinisaurus and green tree monitors, and he's got a whole bunch of spiders? Like, he's got a really cool collection, and his personality works, and he's really good at making the videos. Now, Dian's actually a larger channel anyway. He's 182,000, and he's gaining, I think, about 3,000 a month for the last 30 days. I expect him to boom. I expect him to take over or surpass my channel's growth in 2023. I think that Dan the Turtle Man will too, and I got no problem with that because who cares? It's not a competition. I'm literally making a video promoting these channels, so I wish nothing but the best for both of these guys. And also, Troy, post more. I know you're busy and you have a family and stuff, but I mean, how much more important could your family be than your... Okay, anyway, let's move on to the next one. Number 2, All Canadian Reptile Girl. Now, I've talked like ad nauseum about this channel. The very first video I ever did about your favorite YouTubers or whatever I called it, I think she was like at the very beginning of the video. Now, I've had the opportunity to hang out with her and her parents, right? Like, awesome family. They do a lot for the reptile community. She's a very positive influence. And as she gets a little bit older, I think that she's just going to become more and more popular. Her presentation style is going to continue to get better, like it already has. She's going to learn how to edit videos a lot better. And the collection that she has grows, and the way that she keeps them is basically almost as good or better than most other channels. I think that she's right on the top echelon. If it was a tier list, she's S tier for how she keeps her reptiles and compared to what is the standard. And she's got a diverse collection. Nothing crazy, but she's got Dumerals boas and garter snakes and Maclots pythons and all sorts of stuff. So I personally think that Annelise is really going to grow. She's at like 9,500 subscribers, something like that right now. And somehow she's only growing at 230 over the last 30 days. So I don't really understand why this is, but I think that something's going to click. The algorithm is going to click, and it's going to start to go skyrocket. She, in my opinion, has the same quality, likability as Snake Discovery. And once people find that, and once the algorithm starts promoting that, I think this channel is going to be on fire. To the moon is my prediction for 2023. Let's wrap it up with number 1. And the number 1 channel that I think is going to blow up, Wild World TV. Now, Reach Out Reptiles I've talked about over and over again. We just did a video, or are about to do one, a response video to one of his videos. So this is the vlog channel that Garrett and crew run. I think the vlog channel is something that's still booming, and I think that the way they do it is so much better than most vlog channels. This is a channel that I literally watch every Saturday when they release videos for fun. It's not to like study or anything. It's just pure entertainment. It's something that I love to do, love to watch. It's 12 minutes of my weekend that I look forward to every single week. He's got a really cool family, right? Ashley and the kids, they all are a part of it. The staff is all part of it. It's about reptiles still. Just overall, like in the way that they name things and they title things and thumbnails, they're really killing it. Now, they just did a video with Snake Discovery, so they are at 3.82 thousand subscribers right now. And they've gained 1.5 thousand over the last 30 days, which is an increase of 1,566%, which is crazy, by the way. I imagine doing collabs is going to really help this channel, and that's why I think they're going to blow up, because they're going to do a bunch of collabs, and then the algorithm is going to pick that up, and then people are going to see how amazing the channel is by themselves. They're not good because they do collabs. They're going to blow up and let people see how good they are, because the collabs are going to point them in the right direction for the algorithm, which is going to show it to more people. Now, if you don't know much about YouTube, maybe this algorithm stuff doesn't make sense, but if you run a business, you run a flooring business, you have to impress one person with your portfolio to get the job, and then you make your money for the month with that job. So that's a business, how a business works. With YouTube, you're not promoting two people. You are impressing an algorithm. So you have to impress a computer in order for people to see it in the first place. That's why this business is so tough. I've got nothing but respect for all of these people, and I want all of them to succeed. I really hope that every single one of them overtakes WWR this year. These are all my friends, and I'm really excited to see them grow in 2023. So you let me know, what is a YouTuber that you think is going to blow up in 2023? Let me know in the comment section below. Please, while you're down there, hit the like, subscribe. It really helps this channel. I want this channel to grow in 2023 too. That'd be pretty cool. And as always, a special thanks to the Patreon supporters. You guys get videos early, extra content, videos early. I just said that. Holy cow. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the Madagascar stuff on Instagram, because we do videos on Mondays and Thursdays. That means I'll see you on next time. See you next time.